What's up, Yuma? Welcome to another episode of the What's Up, Yuma radio show. I'm Johnny.
And I'm Ronnie.
Your voice is a little low. Like, let me, I gotta. Okay, there we go. That's better. That's better. We're gonna get professional. Yeah, we're gonna scream right now. We're gonna get a lot of excitement because our guests today are the founding members, or two of the founding members of UpRoot right here in Yuma, Arizona. Everybody welcome Ras Jahge and Rasta Man Rob.
Welcome to the show.
Greetings, people.
Yes.
You know, part of creating the show, I was telling you off air, it was I want to interview some of my local heroes, and you guys are definitely on that list. I remember I was saying off air, I worked with your brother a couple of days. We're doing some painting thing, and he's like, yeah, I got a CD out. I got this. And as a young rapper, somebody trying to make it in the business, I'm like, wow, we can do it in Yuma. We can be someone. So tell us a little bit about how UpRoot started.
How UpRoot started. Okay, well, Yuma has always kind of been like a reggae town, right? Well, that's how we feel. Our point of view is that at an early age, a teenage, we kind of got into reggae music, Dennis Brown, Gregory Isaacs, and Bob Marley and stuff. And so I moved up to California.
Oh, okay.
And I started seeing a bunch of reggae bands. And after about 4 or 5 years, we were like, you know, we could do this.
What years was that?
This
when
was
you were
95, 96.
Okay.
And by 97, 98, we kind of first got the band together. So, yeah, about 97, 98 is when the band started.
So how many people were in it at the beginning?
At the beginning, there was...
Just me and you at the
Yeah, in the
beginning.
beginning, it was just me and Rob.
Just a vibration that me and my brother just started.
So, like
there.
with instruments, or was it
No,
singing?
just-
Like,
just
how'd you start?
Just
Yeah, it was
singing.
just singing in the beginning.
Oh, okay.
Wow.
Yeah, we kind
San
of...
Jose area, you know what I'm saying? California, we're
Yeah.
up there listening to and watching other groups, you know, perform. And
So was it like a struggle in the beginning, or did you feel you were like really receptive?
It's always been a struggle, even in the beginning, more in the beginning because we were new. We were new at this.
You're singing, you're creating some melodies, you're doing that, but you need people to play instruments, right? You need, that's what a band is. So how
So
did
you're
that
like a cappella at that point, yeah.
yeah, how did you find the first person that joined your band, and how'd that take form?
the beginning was when we moved back to Yuma. I moved back, and then shortly George moved back. And by that time, we found a good drummer, Donnie Bartholomew. And then Nick Rico joined as bass. And then he was playing keys. Shortly...
Self-taught.
Self-taught.
Yeah.
Wow, that's huge.
It's self-taught,
Then
yeah.
Big Joe, my brother, my oldest brother,
Started playing guitar.
Started playing guitar. And little by little, it came together.
Yeah.
And next thing you know, we was, you know, playing Manskis
Booking
every
shows.
weekend.
You have like CDs, you have all sorts of merch.
You went straight from, you put it together, you learned how to play the keys.
Keys.
You put that together, and then it's like, okay, we need to book shows.
We booked way before we should have.
Oh no, why? Why? What happened?
We had more guts than anything. Talent we were hoping for.
yeah,
later.
the talent will get there, it'll catch up.
But
you know,
we had the guts and stuff to get up on stage and act like we were doing it. We knew what we were doing, but
you didn't.
we didn't. And after a couple years passed, we realized, wow, we were up there before we should have even been up there. But
I think that's a thing. I think it was in Malcolm Gladwell's book, The Tipping Point, where he talks about the Beatles started off at a strip club.
Oh my gosh.
They started off playing at a strip club, and they got their hours in. They perfected their craft, and then became who we know today as the Beatles, right? So you got to just jump into it. You just got to do it.
That's definitely
you
what
have
we
to
did.
like walk through the fear.
Yeah, Manskis really set that.
You remember that bar?
Oh yeah, I remember
yeah.
Mansky's. Oh yeah,
Mansky's,
absolutely. Mansky's over
I
off
went
of
there for my
Pacific.
21st birthday.
We played every weekend, Friday and Saturday.
Oh.
Every
wow.
weekend,
I
Friday,
think
Saturday.
for like
Cool.
6 or 7 weeks
Yeah,
straight.
almost. Yeah, 1 year. I remember 1 year we had shows every weekend, Friday, Saturday, every weekend, and it turned into like a huge thing for Yuma because we got all this fan base. As soon as we got merch, everything sold.
So that was what year the Manskys thing
Mansky's was
started?
99,
99,
2000,
98,
98, 99, 2000. And we started doing the Bob Marley festivals in 2000, 2001, 2002. So that was really the time that everything kind of took off.
And we had Justin on the show previous, and he mentioned that he was an original member. And I'm like, you don't have dreads. Stop lying to me. You are not a member. But he was. He was part of the businessman.
Yes,
Of course,
helped
he'd
you
be the
guys-
business side.
in
Yeah,
the
that's
beginning.
what he does.
And him being related to Nick Rico,
Yeah.
you know, kind of tied it all together. And he kind of pushed the band in the beginning, got our merch and everything out.
Very cool.
Our recording option that we had. And so we got our CD recorded, and it was released in 2000.
So did Justin help create that with get the CD recording? Because you got to find a studio.
Yeah,
You got to
it
get
was-
the band
it was-
members together.
He was the financial backing that we needed. And so we just had to get creative and had to produce material. So
Well, we had enough material.
We did.
Yeah.
produced
by the time we went to the
from-
studio,
From 2000, from 98 to 2000, we had 2 years under us just just playing live shows constantly.
so we would drive to San Diego on the weekend, and go to the
that's what-
studio, and drive back. And I think within like 2 weeks or 3 weeks, we had everything recorded.
Cool.
Wow. So who writes the songs early on?
Both of us.
It was a
both of us.
collaborative.
It was a-
okay.
collaboration.
So
of
what's
both
it
of
like
us.
being brothers in the same band?
Oh, it's awesome. It's a natural thing.
Oh, it's awesome.
It's a natural thing. So,
Yeah.
you know, you let nature
Good.
take its course, and
yeah.
everything kind of falls
So
into
you
place.
share the responsibilities of writing the songs. Like it starts
Yes.
with a melody or something, and then you're humming along,
Yeah,
and then
so what happened really was when we started booking Mansky's, like we said, we were doing 4-hour gigs and we didn't have material. So
was it a lot of
we were
cover songs
creating- No,
at the
we were-
beginning?
we were improvising.
Oh, wow.
And so our
So people got to see the
the
creation of these
creation-
songs.
and those improvising turned into songs.
Yeah.
They
Wow.
turned into music. So that's kind of how we learned how to create the music, to kind of just throw it out there and then kind of make it nice.
I have a question. What's the biggest crowd you guys ever played to?
Like I said, we did the Bob Marley Festival, and we did Phoenix, Tucson, Flagstaff, and when we did Sedona, it was a 10,000 attendance.
Wow.
crowd there.
What year is
This
this?
is 2001, I think.
2001?
we were the headliners on
I think
that.
we
What?
headlined. Yeah, we were the last band
Wow.
You
Headliners.
guys took off.
in Sedona. Yeah, it was about 10,000 plus people there. I think that was the biggest crowd.
What was it like to have the CD out? I remember that I was humming along or singing along, trying to. We belong together. Come on, join along anytime, guys.
Forever and ever.
There we go. I remember the impact it had on me getting that CD, and then hearing it on the radio as well. What was that like to have a CD out?
Well, like I said, like 25 years ago, it was big.
Yeah.
It was big. It
Kids, a CD. What a CD is.
It's this circle thing?
Yeah.
Like-
this round, shiny thing.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But
no.
what was that like?
It was awesome. It was like the people of Yuma loved us so much. I mean, we did have a fat stock of CDs that we were trying to get rid of, and we sold it to everybody in Yuma, and we still had some leftovers. And we did. I remember doing a parade, and we threw out maybe 200 CDs.
Wow.
To the
cool.
all the crowd just
Yeah.
for free, man. And
It's not
that
hitting,
was
hitting
fun.
anybody in the head.
Yeah, I know.
But you know,
I think we had like 1,000 CDs
Yeah.
when we first produced it.
Yeah.
but that comes with, and the reason why I bring it up that way, it comes with some legitimacy, right? That you have CD, and then you also have merch. So are
Yeah.
people buying your merch at that point too?
Yes. Oh yeah.
Yeah, shirts, t-shirts,
our
sweaters,
our
hats.
kind of our local friend base. We used to have like 20, 30 people wearing UpRoot t-shirts. We used to go to San Diego to go to Bob Marley Festival. We would have a huge crowd of everyone wearing UpRoot.
Yeah.
It was really, really cool.
And how many? So you went from a brother, you got Nick Rico, you got Donnie. Did it grow from there? Because I know Jeremy Dillman at one point was in the group, right?
You know, years went on and people grew, and we kind of grew in different ways. And some of the band members kind of didn't hang around, so we had to get other people. And there was another band in town called Little Skeptics.
Yeah, I remember. I remember
They
them.
turned
Yeah.
into a band called Maple Street, and it was a guy, Jesse Garcia and Jeremy Dillman and Clay Koger, and the three of them actually ended up joining one by one.
One by one.
You just got 'em.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so they kind of, I think they convinced each other as they were getting pulled our way.
Uh-huh.
And so then, yeah, the band kind of changed into that second
This is the second generation
of
UpRoot. Yeah.
UpRoot.
And so was that band originally inspired by you guys? The Maple Street? Was that?
You would have to say they did because they.
It's okay. Admit it.
We might.
Jesse's like, no, not at all. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah.
No, they had to, follow what was taking course.
I think every other band after us kind of saw us and said, hey, we could do that.
Yeah.
There has been a handful of reggae bands from Yuma ever since we started.
That have tried and
They
took
succeeded a little.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, I think Cryptone Classics, they're kind of reggae-ish, right?
Yeah,
They have that
was a
vibe.
couple bands like Headstrong was another band from town. Shantytown Rockers was a band from town. And, like I said, we were kind of the first ones. We were the first ones to play, which probably gave them that boost of, hey, let's do it.
Well, me as a local rapper, somebody trying to make it, you gave me that boost just by seeing what you were able to accomplish, and it's like I want that for me now.
So who gave you your boost? Who are your influences, and what made you so passionate about music?
Other than listening to artists, like you said, we just started off, and once we were able to bring certain artists like Gregory Isaacs.
Yeah, we brought him to Yuma.
You name a Yellow Man, you know what I'm saying? Next
Still
thing you know,
Pulse.
people just started coming to Yuma because they would always pass Yuma.
Yeah.
They would,
They would just go straight to Phoenix until we, set up that element where there was somewhat
A
something
local
to
thing
do.
going on.
Yeah, something to do.
Like
in
the Yuma reggae scene. Yeah, we like to think that it's still alive and it's not going
Well, it's
anywhere.
absolutely still alive. You just performed here recently at,
Yes, we
at a
did.
place. We're going to talk a little bit more about that on the other side, the evolution and revolution of UpRoot. That's coming up after the break right here on 94.7 KOFA FM.
Good.
What's Up Yuma is sponsored by Yuma Electric Service, LLC, serving the Yuma area for more than 25 years. Specializing in residential and commercial wiring, services also include EV charging unit installs and solar-ready service panel upgrades. Information and consultation appointments at yumaelectricservicellc.com.
Coming up this week on High Country Celtic Radio, Katie Marie and Joe put together a free-for-all show where we get to play whatever we feel like from the realm of Celtic music.
Tune in each week to High Country Celtic Radio from the high deserts of Nevada, where your hosts Joe Bly and me, Katie Marie, bring you tunes and songs from across the 7 Celtic nations and around the world.
Wednesday evening at 7 on KOFA 94.7 FM.
One of our donors, Rebecca, shared, "As a flight attendant, I love listening to Border Radio when I'm home in Yuma, but the best part is I can take it with me on the app when I'm away. Border Radio lets me carry a piece of home wherever I go." Join listeners like Rebecca by visiting donate.borderradioaz.org and contribute today.
This is 94.7 FM, KOFA Border Radio. I'm Juan Garcia from the KAWC Newsroom. The weather forecast for Yuma today is sunny and breezy with a high near 107 and gusts as high as 25 miles per hour. Clear this evening with a low around 79. The city of Yuma will host the 14th annual Back to School Rodeo at the Yuma Civic Center tomorrow. For more details, visit kawc.org/news. Stay tuned for more What's Up Yuma with Johnny and Ronnie on 94.7 FM.
The KAWC Student Newsroom is funded by the Local News Initiative at the Community Foundation for Southern Arizona, the Scripps Howard Fund, and by generous local support. Thank you for supporting the next generation of public media. Learn more about the project and hear stories from emerging journalists at kawc.org/student newsroom.
What's up, Yuma? Welcome back to the What's Up, Yuma radio show. We are joined today by Ras Jahge and Rasta Man Rob, and we're talking about the early days of UpRoot. But there's more than just the early days, because there's a little bit of a resurgence going on right now, right? I just teased, you guys recently played at Jimmy D's, I believe.
Yes.
It was on a Tuesday night, I think.
Tuesday night. It was an oddball night.
I'm not an empty nester. I have a 11-month-old, so it's difficult for me to get out. I really wanted to go, but tell us how that show went.
Oh, gosh. It was a random night. Totally unexpected. Packed house.
Wow.
Packed house.
Packed
Sold
house from the
out.
front to the back. It was nobody else could fit. And I was asking the crowd, like, don't you guys work tomorrow?
They're like, we do.
They're
Who
responsible
cares?
adult in the
They
room,
wanted
you know?
an encore after a second encore.
Aw.
And it was like, go home. But no, it was awesome. It was totally.
Did you guys play the whole night, or?
Yeah.
Actually, we played 2 hours set.
We played 2
A
hours
2-hour
and
set? Okay.
15 minutes straight.
Wow.
Yeah.
And I bet that made you feel great.
Oh.
That love,
Yeah,
the Yuma
absolutely.
support.
Yes.
The energy of people keeps it like alive, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's like you can't let that go once you're in the mix of it.
Like
you
it's
know
time
what
to
I'm
take a
saying?
break. And
Yeah,
we're like,
yeah.
No.
No break.
This is too much fun.
The fan, we want more. We want more. Ah, okay. Or however they say it in like a
They
Rasta
throw
way,
stuff
you know.
today. They throw stuff now.
They do that on concerts.
it's
I've seen that.
horrible.
Yeah,
I
people
know.
throw stuff. No, nothing got thrown at you guys.
No.
right?
Oh, you're good? Okay.
Just love,
That was
just love.
also the first time we played at Jimmy D's this year.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
So it's kind of like what sparked it off, you know what I'm saying? Like, wow, okay, they're downtown. We haven't played downtown in
Years.
Oh, okay. So you said it was random or spontaneous. How'd that happen?
My
Well,
nephew, his son,
Yeah, my son, he said, hey, how about booking on a Tuesday night? We're like, what?
Okay.
We don't do that.
I said, and I told him, nah, let's go for it.
just
We
do
haven't
it.
played downtown Yuma in a long time, like years, I would have to
It was
say.
necessary, very necessary.
Yeah, so that's what
Turns
just
out.
made it turn into something. You
So
know?
what's UpRoot's future plans? Are you guys, what are you
Future
doing?
plans is nonstop. Don't stop. And we don't stop. Actually, we've been booking ever since we started. I don't think a year has gone by where we haven't done a show.
Oh,
So
wow. And
every year consecutively,
Busy.
we've been booking.
But that's the goal.
Yeah, that's the goal.
awesome.
Yeah, keep it going.
so the resurgence of sorts, right? So you played that. You found out you still have the great hometown crowd.
Yes.
In your booking. So what is it like when you hit the road?
It's still questionable because UpRoot is kind of looked at as like this thing from the past, but we're still trying to keep it relevant.
Yeah.
So it hopefully we have a show coming up in Phoenix at Cactus Jack's, and that's at the end of August, and we're hoping we can generate a nice response because sounds like recently a lot of reggae shows haven't had really big responses. So hopefully we could rejuvenate the people and bring them out.
So how do you feel? Do you feel like there's a resurgence or rejuvenated? You're an empty nester. You got a little bit more time on your hands now.
We definitely have more time.
Georgie's not in the house, so he's doing his thing. Yeah, right. So what do you think? You think there is going to be this resurgence?
Well, we're always thinking positive. We always
I love
want
that.
it to be, and just stay consistent. Like I said, we're not going to stop. We're going to keep playing, and
Well, that's what we're going to ask
See
you.
where it
Like
goes.
anyone starting a band, what would you say to do? And that's kind of, you just said it.
yeah,
Don't
yeah.
stop. Be consistent.
Yeah, just get out there. Have the confidence. I mean, if you don't have confidence, fake the confidence.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sometimes,
like you said, but
have a
just
good
go up
time.
there and
Just
play.
go up there
If
and do
Mansky's
it.
wants to book you, you'd go do it.
You just go do it.
And then you write songs on the fly. You were
And
saying off air, you do it like by keys, right? You were saying
yeah,
Just play
yeah.
this.
We just
Yeah.
run 2 chords and let's create a song on the spot. And next thing you know, it's something catchy.
Yep.
And we just repeat it. Just do it again and do it again until the people kind of recognize it. Next thing you know, the crowd's singing the song.
Wow.
What's it like to have the crowd sing your song? What's that feeling like? I'm a rapper, so they can't get my stuff. Like when I was rapping, like barely, they get some of the words, But when somebody's singing along, what's that feeling like, George?
It's awesome. It's a great feeling just to inspire people. And just to get up there, basically, you just getting up there doing it, people are inspired by that.
I think they inspire us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it brings unity. It brings unity to
the
everybody.
crowd usually brings the energy.
Yes.
Yeah, we bring.
We're
the
responding to
entertainment.
the energy.
Yeah,
I
but we
love that. You
respond-
respond to the energy that they
and-
bring.
That they bring,
and
yeah.
that's a big part of music. Like it's not really the people on stage; it's the people in front of you that are gravitating to the energy that's being perceived.
Because they, in reality, they don't remember really a lyric or a song part. They just remember the feeling that they have.
Yeah.
Yes.
So-
Feeling is important.
That's right.
So, and we started with just feeling.
Yeah.
And then we got technical after, but no.
Hey, I think that's the best reason to start. You loved it. You felt
Yes.
it.
I was listening to. I grew up listening to more punk rock music, a little bit of underground hip hop, early days, but mostly punk rock. And the punk rockers, they didn't know how to play their bands. Like the Sex
Yeah.
Pistols, they didn't know how to play good music. The Misfits, they barely got it, and they got
Yes.
technical later. So it's very similar.
It was a feeling.
So do you want to talk about your other band?
Yeah, the feeling you wanted. That's a song. It's just
no
that-
song we wrote.
Yeah,
It's titled
okay.
The Feeling You Wanted.
The feeling you want. Okay, yeah,
You
yeah.
wanted, now
They
you're
say, now you're feeling the feeling you wanted.
You're feeling the healing.
And so she brought up quickly that you do have another band, and you're what's
Yes,
that?
I do perform with a tribute band, a Bob Marley tribute band called One Drop Redemption.
And so you go on the road with them as well.
Yes, I do. Yeah, all over the place. Yeah, we play wherever they call. Man, we play. We've been across to the East Coast. We've been down to
Wow.
Texas, and we play all over the place. Yeah, One Drop
Awesome.
Redemption. is the
One
name of
dot.
that.
Okay, so look them up as well.
Yeah.
So we're going to close here pretty soon, but so what does UpRoot look like today? Who's in the band right now, and who's able to make it out? Who's maybe empty
Who's home with
nesters
the
or what?
baby?
Who's over? Yeah, exactly. Yeah, who's it? Give a shout out to them.
I don't know if the general public understands, but just to have a band is almost a magic trick. It's just a miracle because, I mean, imagine if you're in a relationship with another person and you try to make that work and you're successful with that. You get 6 people, and you try to make everybody
Happy.
and relate and work with each other. It's tough.
Yeah.
I think we're at 9 people right now.
9
Really?
people
Yeah, we did
9 to
perform
10 people
with
on the
nine
stage.
people on stage.
on that Tuesday.
Holy.
No. This
okay.
was another recent show we did.
That's a
Tuesday was
lot.
8 people.
Tuesday was 8 people on
But
stage.
usually my brother's out of town on a Tuesday, so my oldest brother can't make it.
Oh,
or-
gotcha.
Yeah.
Or one person will make it, but usually there's like 8 to 9 people.
And, if there's what we've done is we've kind of capitalized on any good musicians who've come to Yuma.
Yeah, they're part of it. And
Like, be part of us, please.
You are now members of UpRoot. Okay, yeah, you're part of it. Well, thank you guys for coming on. I really appreciate
So
you
fun.
guys. Ras Jahge, Ras the Man Rob, they are UpRoot, the founding members. Thank you for listening. And What's Up Yuma Radio is a production of KAWC, Colorado River Public Media. We broadcast from the studios in the Matador Activity Center at Arizona Western College in Yuma. We want to thank our engineer, Talon Gonzalez, Anthony Ornelas, Juan Garcia, and Dave Reek.
And you can find out more about KAWC at kawc.org, on Facebook at KAWC Radio, and on the KAWC app. And stay tuned following our program for KOFA Midday Music.
And on Monday's program, we're going to be featuring Officer Fell. A lot of people know that name, Officer
Yes,
Fell. That
he
rings a
fell
bell.
over.
No, yeah, he did not. Hopefully he didn't. But he's going to be on the show on Monday. You can listen to the podcast.
Yes, you can listen to the podcast version of our program and check out past episodes at kawc.org/podcast/what's-up-Yuma Radio, and email us at what's-up-Yuma-radio@kawc.org. And do we have time for Talon to say hi?
I don't know. Can Talon get on real quick? Let's see it.
Oh, he's working.
No, the mic's working now.
Hi.
We can hear him.
Got it. Finally.
There you go.
We got him.
What's Up Yuma with Johnny Porter is sponsored by Yuma Electric Service LLC, serving the Yuma area for more than 25 years. YumaElectricServiceLLC.com.